Golf is a game of sending the ball to a target. Learning how to do that can be simple. There are 3 steps to making a golf shot. First is learning how to position the club in the beginning. The second is learning how to position ourselves to the club. And the third is how to swing the club in the direction of the target. This video will demonstrate positioning the club in the beginning, golfers call it the address, and learning how to position ourselves to the club. Golfers call that the setup. You'll find that you can learn to do both address and setup with great competency in less than an hour's worth of practice. Unlike you, too many golfers never learn or don't pay close attention to this positioning. If the club and the player are not positioned correctly, producing a satisfying golf shot becomes difficult and unpredictable. Learn this setup and you'll be well on your way to enjoyable golf. Let's begin with how the club is positioned in your hands. There are 3 simple steps. First, with the club resting on the ground, place your open left hand on the side of the grip. Your palm will be facing to the right. Leaving the hand fully open, wrap your fingers around the grip, then rest your thumb on the right side of the grip. The V formed by the thumb and forefinger will point toward your navel. We'll repeat those 3 steps with the right hand now. Place your right hand on the side of the grip. Your palm should be facing to the left. Leaving the hand fully open, wrap your fingers around the grip, then rest your thumb on the left side of the grip. The V formed by the thumb and the forefinger will point toward your navel. We now have our hands on the club in what will be described as a neutral grip, making it easier for us to produce a nice straight golf shot. Let's consider learning the grip as step 1. I hope you'll see that with very little practice, you can become very proficient at this. With our hands on the club correctly, we now want to position the club correctly in our hands. To do this, raise the club up waist high. Then look at the grooves on the club face. If the grooves are not vertical, turn the club until they are. Leave the hands in their original position, but turn the grip in your hands. Once you've done this, now we have the club correctly oriented. So, step 2 is down. Again, this would take little practice for proficiency. Now we need a target. This could be the leg of a chair or a coin you place on the ground. The target should be no more than 4 feet away. Rest the club head on the ground so that it is resting halfway between the center of the club and the hosel, just about where the yellow tape is. With it resting there, adjust the club so the shaft is aligned to your center. It's not leaning forward or rearward. Now, swivel the club so the club face is facing the target. We've arrived at the final step. Our hands are positioned on the club. The club is positioned in our hands. The club is positioned to send the ball to the target. Now we are to position ourselves to the club. Align yourself so your center line, nose to navel, is aligned with the club shaft. Allow your arms to hang freely from your shoulders, hanging, not reaching. Keeping them in this hanging position, and without changing the position of the club, adjust your feet until you can sense that your weight is balanced equally between your left and right foot. When you do, then sense is your weight balanced between your toes and your heels. Once the club is in your center and you have your balance, your setup is complete. As we've realized, with very little practice, we can easily become proficient with this step also. Making a satisfying golf shot involves 2 proficiencies. Both are centered on the golf club. First is to become proficient in positioning the club to the target and then ourselves to the club. The second is to become proficient in swinging the club in the direction of the target. Understanding and remembering both are easily accomplished. Becoming proficient at both is merely a matter of conscientious practice. The assistance of a professional instructor can expedite your progress. The golf journey of too many golfers is unnecessarily long and trying as a result of not understanding and not being attentive to their setup. Become fully proficient at the setup, and satisfying golf shots will be in your future.